Hey there, it's Kimberly Ann, and it is time for Cooking with Kimberly Ann. Come on now, sauce a la viva la, sauce a la viva la, la 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 la. So now I've done a few things before I popped open the video for the second time. So first I was letting you know what our filling was going to be. And I've been learning a lot about you mix things and you can make a ganache, right? And that uses heavy cream. And then if you whip it just right and for a certain amount of time, and if your ingredients are the right quantities together, then you go from a ganache to a really great mousse. And so today you can kind of see, yes, I've got my cupcakes. In fact, I'm getting really good at this. And my next thing is going to be to totally make them by scratch. And I promise you that because I'm getting so quick at this now, I need to learn to make these by scratch. And so I made vanilla cupcakes, of course, according to the box. So yeah. And I did add, I want you to know, just a little bit of vanilla extract just to add, just slightly. Now, when you watch these cooking shows, especially on almond extract. And so I made the vanilla cupcakes, added just a touch, just a skosh of our vanilla extract. And then what I wanted to do was make vanilla almond cupcakes, right? So I did add almond extract. Now, you have to be very careful with almond extract because if you use too much, especially of the almond, any extract really, but if you use too much of the almond, you get that funny taste, in your mouth. And so as I was licking the beaters. So I did have a slightly funny taste, but that was probably because, the batter wasn't cooked yet. So I'm hoping it turned out all right because I was trying to be very careful. So my goal today was vanilla almond cupcakes with a butterscotch eggnog and just a touch of Kahlua liqueur, just a coffee liqueur, all right? And I told you about that. So I want to show you what we have here. So for the filling, and I'm making a mousse, and you want to whip it up, and you're supposed to whip it for like 5 minutes, either by hand with a whisk, and we're going to go through this, okay? Or I did have to go with the blender, and I'll show you what happened in a minute. Something didn't turn out quite right, but I'm going to show you, all right? So you use your heavy cream. I've got that. I wanted to use eggnog. Now, some of you already know that if you're going to make a mousse or even a ganache, but if you're going to do a mousse, you can do it with 2 ingredients. And so it was cool because I found this out, because a mousse, you would use your heavy cream, eggs, sugar, and what else? What is it? Your heavy cream, your eggs, your sugar, and then if you were gonna add a little other ingredient, but yeah, and then you would fold it and a certain amount of your whisking time. Really a handheld mixer would be best, but I don't have one of those. And so I have my mixer. But in place of that, and you would, if you were going to make a chocolate mousse, let's say, so you would melt your chocolate chips and put that in there, correct? But I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, can't I make it a different way and not have to go through that whole deal with mixing the chocolate? So I looked it up. It was just a question of mine, and I looked it up online. I wanted to ask the experts, can you make a mousse that you could use as a filling inside of cupcakes that was just heavy cream and syrup? And you know what? Boom, you certainly can. So heavy cream, and I chose, you could use a chocolate syrup, but I chose butterscotch because I wanted the filling to be a butterscotch mousse with just a touch of your Kahlua. Now, listen, we're not drinkers, and I'm not advocating drinking, okay? Just a touch, all right? Just for that flavor that it brings, okay? Just a skosh. And as you know, it could be a bit strong, so just a bit, just to add that flavor in there. And it is a coffee liqueur, so it's got, you know, a couple of those flavors in there for you. Now, I'm gonna mix this up together with you and show you pretty much, and then, you know, we'll go step by step in what we need to do. I will then take my cupcakes out of their tins. I'm going to create that center where I'm going to then fill them with my, hopefully, or maybe not, the mousse that I have made, or thought I have made. Oh, listen, I want to tell you, did you know that Dolly Parton has got a cake mix now? I'm like, Dolly Parton? She went and done everything, and now she's got a cake mix. She doesn't even eat cake. No, she probably does. She likes her sweets. She said one time that if she really wants something sweet but doesn't want to eat it all, she just puts like a mouthful in and kind of just leaves it in her mouth a really long time so that she can get the taste, and then she swallows it down, which is not a bad idea. You know what I mean? You know, we need to do a whole lot more chewing of food. We eat things, we devour it so fast you don't even know what you ate. You hardly tasted it and you really didn't chew it. So yeah, I think we should spend more time chewing, but not a bad idea. Let's say you've got a sweet tooth. I ran into a lady at the store today. So funny. She was so cute, so sweet. She was this elderly woman, and I was asking her about the whipped cream frosting, which I'll show you, because I usually use this one, which turns out really sweet when you've already got very sweet cupcakes. And so you kind of want to temper that a bit by using a frosting that's not quite as sweet. So I was asking her advice on the whipped cream. And so she's like, yeah, I think that would be better, not quite as sweet. And then we turned it around and we looked at the back so that we could see, you know, the levels of sugar and whatnot. So she was so sweet. But, so we were chatting and everything, and just, you know, different cooking things and whatnot. And then I'm like, look over there, Dolly Parton's got her own cake mix. And she's like, oh, really? So it's fun, you know, when you just go in with joy. And, you know, I ask questions when I'm going down the aisle, or you may just give someone a compliment or have a little chat with them. And so then she and I kept running and bumping into each other as we went up and down the aisles. And so I wanted to make sure that before we stopped bumping into each other, looking for the same things, I'm like, hey, thanks again for your help in the cooking aisle. And she's like, oh, yes, anytime. And I said, really? Okay, so like next week, what time will you be here? And then, oh my goodness, she just laughed and laughed. And so that's a lot of fun. So listen, today's Cooking with Kimberly Ann is really a learning day. And so as I was checking out my mousse and how it did or did not turn out, we'll see, and I'll show you what I did. But I was like, oh, learning, learning what I cannot cook. Oh, I think that song is leaning. Isn't that nice? Come on. We're safe and secure in our Heavenly Father. So I'm so thankful as we're learning in life. We're leaning on Him, and you and I are learning together. I've not done anything up ahead of time, and I want to be transparent to do it with you so that we can learn together. And, you know, you can laugh at me. I mean, with me. That is what we're doing, right? All right, so let me show you then what I've done. So we're done with this. We cooked the cupcakes according to the back of the box. And so now I have my beautiful looking cupcakes, and we're going to cut those open. So I'm going to show you once again my Kimberly Ann home hack that I love so much. All right. So let me just bring this down and let me show you this. You see, I did not have a nice space that I could use. So I simply used my utensil drawer, and this is my mom's cutting board. Put down a nice towel on that so that you and I then can just work from here. So isn't that nice? And I just love it. So let's go ahead and let's come down like this. And I'll see you back up here in a moment. But let's get our cupcakes. I know these are just going to come right out. As a matter of fact, I think I can do, yeah, because I do use, I love that. Aren't these gorgeous? Oh, these are so pretty. So I use a non-stick spray, and my cupcakes they're just about, jumping out, popping out. They're so excited. So I'm just going to do the 3 with you, okay? And then what we'll do is it'll be 1 for me, 1 for you, and then 1 for Tyler, my taste tester. So let's, first of all, let's grab a knife from over here. And I'm simply going to just cut out a nice center. And seeing how my mousse may have not turned out the way I thought, I shouldn't make that center so big. But yeah, we're going to do it anyway. These just have such a nice rise on them. And they smell so good. And the batter was delicious. It was so funny because I went downstairs, after I had, mixed up the filling. Or no, it was the batter for the cupcakes. And I went downstairs. I'm like, hey, Tyler, so do you want to, lick the batter, which actually I had just whisked it myself, with that. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, and when I was a little girl, believe you me, that was the first thing I did. Mom, I wanted those beaters right away, I can tell you. So now we've got these ready to go, and I'm going to kind of set those up here for a moment because we're going to fill those. But I want to show you what I did for the filling, okay? And then what we will then have had need to do. Pardon my reach. So I'm only going to do 1. I did double which may have also been part of the issue, but I doubled the recipe in the mousse that I was making for the inside of the cupcakes. And so I'm only going to do just one serving or whatnot according to the recipe. And so what you would use is you would use 1 cup for the mousse, right? I'll do the parts that I did right, and then I'll show you what I added that didn't turn out so good. So you've got 1 cup of your heavy cream. So that is wonderful. Love your heavy cream. You can use heavy cream for so many things. It's amazing. And then what I did was, because they said, now, if you want to do the heavy cream with the syrup, okay, and you would use just 1/3, pardon my reach again, 1/3 of a cup then of your syrup. And I chose butterscotch. I thought, oh, that will be so tasty. Now, mousse is just meant to turn out decadent and fluffy and just delicious. This looks delicious right there, I got to tell you. That is so good. Butterscotch syrup is so good. So that's all that you would do, and then you would just whisk, right? And I'm sure that you could get a good whisk going. What you want is some peaks, and you want it to go from a ganache to actually a mousse, and you just need these 2 ingredients. There's no folding necessary, no eggs necessary, but I never quite did get to the end result that they wanted. I whisked a bit first on this, but the ingredients that I then wanted to add, and so I just used, again, just for that flavor, that coffee liqueur, just a little skosh. And again, we're not drinkers in our home, but we just did a little skosh like that, or maybe just a bit more. Maybe you wanted to add just a little bit more, but it really was just a bit, and it brings that flavor all throughout. But then Miss Kimberly Ann, not understanding combinations of ingredients quite yet because I'm learning. Oh, I'm learning or not. I also added eggnog, and I'm like, oh, this will be so good. And so I added a whole 1/3 cup of eggnog. Now, I will tell you what I did wrong. And you who are cookers, you already know what it is that Miss Kimberly Ann has done wrong. What did I do wrong? Well, you've got to have the right ratio of your heavy cream, or you're never going to get a mousse. You can whisk your life away. You can whisk forever. So I'm like, well, this isn't happening this way. And then I got to thinking, you know what? So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to show you then what I did was I went ahead and put it in the blender, okay? And I thought, well, let's go ahead and let's just blend it, and see if I can get the correct consistency. And so you're supposed to mix it, and yeah, so I'm I'm gonna stop it right there because I've already mixed it until the cows have come home. Hello. And this is what I wound up with. Oh my goodness, look at this. As you can see, it is soupy as can be. So look. Oh, look at that. So that was never, ever going to happen. So what I did was I even added more heavy cream. And I thought, oh my word, Miss Kimberly Ann, you got to make up for this. But yeah, so that's never going to be a mousse, never going to create any peaks or anything else. But I have an idea, okay? Because you've always got to innovate. When I watch these cooking shows, they're always innovating. You know, they may make a mistake, but then they say, what can we do with this now and make it right? So I have an idea. So what I want to do is this, and I think this will be a great idea. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh my word, wait, I got something else going on. I'm going to use I think the whipped cream cheese, and I think that'll be good because it'll be, let me taste this, hold up. You know what? Yeah, that is not as sweet at all as your creamy. Ooh, let's do a little taste of this one. Wait. Yeah. Whoop. Woo. Yeah, that's so much sweeter, and we know it. And that's what the lady and I were talking about. She said, I have such a sweet tooth. And I said, honey, every tooth in my head is a sweet tooth. And so we laughed about that. So here's my idea, and this is what we're going to do, okay? So I'm going to take my whipped cream cheese, and look. I bought a new one. And so, oops, I've never used this one before. I'm like, I gotta do something else. I got really tired of using those bags. And so I went and bought this, and it comes with this handy dandy thing, which I've never used, never tried. I'm going to try it first with you. Oh, no, Lord help me. So I'm going to put my frosting in there. Hold up. We're checking it out. Okay, so this would go. What would we do with it? Oh, got it. Okay, so this goes up this way. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. Wait. So this I'm going to put back on. I'm going to choose a tip on the end. Okay, wait. Yeah. This comes off like so. Does it? Yes. So we're going to take that out. I'm going to now what tip do I want? Let's see. I'm going to use, let's do, yeah, I could have so much fun with so many of these. Okay, so, all right, let me figure this out. Okay, so, no, like this? No, ruh-roh. Oh, no. Okay, wait. Where are we at on this? You're going to go, and this goes over that? Is that what it does? I think so, yes. Okay, that's what we're doing. No. Oh, my word. Oh, brother. Oh, so I don't know. I guess we won't be using this. How does this work? Well, there it is. Maybe that's it. Is that it? Where's our bottom part here? Oh, what is going on? Why is it not working? That's not fair. And then, I don't understand. Wait. I got it. No. Yes? I'm not really sure. I don't think that's it. But I'm going to try it. That just doesn't seem right to me. All right. So now I'm going to lick off my spoon because that was super yummy. And I'm going to put my frosting. I need lots of help. I need lots of help. Now, which was the top and which was the bottom? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't think that's going to be right. I don't think so. We have a rattler in there. Well, you know what? Ooh, this is very light. Very light and fluffy. Okay, let me show you. Yeah, this is going to be real. I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know, but we're going to try it. So we're just going to, I'm really starting to sweat now, you guys. I mean, I'm sweating it, you know, I'm going, oh boy, what's Miss Kimberly Ann doing now? All right, hold on. We're just going to get this done, y'all. I have come up with a backup plan, and this is what I'm going to do, all right? These are going to taste good, golly. I'm telling you, these are going to be good. I have a backup plan, and I want to show you what it is if I can figure this out. All right, let's just get as much of this as we can in here. I guess that's good enough. I don't know. Oh, Lord, help me. So, wait. Wait, that's not right. What is wrong with my life? Do we do it upside down? Oh, I'm gonna need Tyler's help. Tyler, you need to help me so much. Tyler. Yeah, okay, so wait. So that was there. Oh, Lord, have mercy. This goes down here. Got it? This has to be right as that. Tyler, help me. I can't get this thing right. Wait. Okay, so I think that... Why doesn't this work right? That should just go right on top of there. Shouldn't it? It doesn't. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thank you. Here, he's doing it. Watch. He's so wonderful. All right. Now, I have never done this before, so I had to... This turned out soupy and no mousse. So what I'm going to do now, y'all, is this. Watch. You think this will work? I've never done this before. Oh, yes! Woo! See, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm excited a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to do that inside there. So this is going to be my alternative. Okay, so here. Can you do me a favor and put more frosting inside of there? Yeah, this one isn't turning out exactly perfect. So this is what we're going to do now. I am coming up with a different plan. So I have one of these, and I'm going to use this. So I thought, I've watched them do this on television, right? On the cooking shows, and I always watch the British baking show. I love them. They're so fun, and they just love their people. So they did many times just take and brush a bit of, you know, some moisture, some not seasoning, but flavoring, yes. And so they would make like a mixture of something, and then they would just brush it on their cupcakes, whether they had a filling or not. So this is what I'm going to do. So you've got that kind of soaking in there. So again, it is an almond, it's a vanilla almond cupcake. And so I went according to the box, and I added a little bit of the vanilla extract and some of the almond extract. And then I was after that mousse, and I was going to make a butterscotch, a vanilla Kahlua butterscotch mousse with that heavy cream, and that didn't work. So I think that's enough of that. All right, so we're gonna set this to the side. And so look, we're gonna have to, let me show you something. Yeah, let me show you. Oops, let me show you this. So what we're gonna have to do is, see, you could just pour that and drink it. So yeah, there's that. All right, so now we want to get into the decorating part. We'll have to see how these taste, Tyler. I just don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. So this is what we're going to do next. And, you know, they're very pretty. I think that's going to taste delicious. I really do. And so now I'm going to, as soon as he's done, you think that's going to work? Okay, let me see. Bring it hither, my son. Bring it hither. Oh. We have frosting flying everywhere. And so let me just see how I might be able to, yeah, oh my goodness. See, now I probably shouldn't have done that. Now it's going to slide right off. Nope. This is a failure today. Oh, it's not right. So now I used too much of that. Oh my word, you're all just going to go back and laugh at these. All right, I don't know what to do. That looks terrible. This looks terrible. But you know what? As they say on the baking show, it's sure going to taste good. All right, I'm going to keep going. I have to keep going. I'm going to pretend that I'm on the show. No, I can't. Looks so bad. Tyler, you have to stay right there because we're taste testing, and I know this looks terrible. All right, so what I'm going to do is there a spoon over there? All right, so let's just say that we had to make it nice and pretty. Yeah, I've watched shows where this exact thing has happened, Tyler, but maybe not exactly that way. It looks terrible. Oh my word. All right. So this is what I was going to do with the decorations. I was going to hide it all now with my almond slivers, but I was going to nicely put some beautiful almond slivers in there. Like, wait. So, yeah. And I thought that they would look really, really nice. And we'd decorate those like this, right? So I'm gonna, yeah. And then, let me do this one. This will be Tyler's. We won't even look at the other one because it looks so bad. So I learned a lot today, Tyler. I learned that I added too many ingredients and so that it couldn't become a mousse. It wouldn't whip up into that because I added too many ingredients. So I'm going to have to, yeah. Like I said, I didn't practice it, so I didn't know. I'm learning. I'm learning and leaning. And then I did buy these as well. Maybe I just need to stick with decorating. Yeah, or not. I mean, not decorating the frosting part. No. Somebody else can do the frosting and they can hand it to me and I'll go, yeah, I can do that. All right, so here we go. Oops. Let's do that. That's got a double one on it. We're just trying to hurry now before everything melts off. That's kind of interesting. All right, so let's do one more. And then I'm going to really show them the close-up. So then, Tyler, we're going to taste them. And we're going to be done today. Oh, my word. Oh, my goodness. All right, so here we go. All right, so that's still just falling apart. So I'm just going to, well, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna bring, without it falling, just don't look at the third one. Don't look at the third one. So, yeah, that looks really bad. It would have looked pretty if I think I put too much of the flavoring in there and then it caused the frosting to not want to go on very nicely. So, yeah, not my best work, folks. Not my best work. So we're going to go this way, Tyler. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up there. You cut it open and we'll see what it's doing on the inside. All right, I'm going to go ahead and lift this up. Woo! That was, oh my goodness. Y'all, this has been a crazy experience. All right, so here we go. So let's see what we have here. Okay, Tyler, let's do a nice slice of these very interesting, beautiful cupcakes. I just want to see how they taste. You know what they always say on the baking show, Tyler? They'll go, well, it looks kind of sloppy, but let's see how it tastes. So let's do that. You ready? Okay, wow. We're going to have to do it with like a spoon or a fork. You want to do that? Yeah, grab a spoon, grab a fork. Here we go. So we're going to taste it together. All right, I'm going to take me a bite. I'm going to see if I like it. Hold up. Whoa, it's falling on me. Wait. But it's good. Tyler, you get in there. What do you think? What do you think about it?
It's good. Very sweet. Very sweet.
And you know what? I really, that, we'd have to like have a failed mousse chaser after we take a bite and then, you know, go like this and go, yay. Woo! And so, yeah, not my best work. I think the idea was good, but the execution was, yeah. So anyway, there it is. So it was just a mess. Oh my word. And now my kitchen is a mess. But you know what? Hold up. Come here, Tyler. Come here, you. So listen. I know. Wait.
I'll go back here.
Yes, go farther back.
There we go.
So let's go like this. I can't go up any higher, my dear. He's tall. He's a big guy. So, but come here. Come here. Give me hugs. We can bend down a little bit, get in here. So, we have a good time with you. And you know what? Just say one word of encouragement. Like, what's one word of encouragement? I just want to say, if you try something with all your heart, like today, I thought, hey, I've got an idea. I tried. And as I'm going along in front of you, I made myself very vulnerable, and I was going, wow, am I messing this thing up? But I was learning, the cogs were rolling, and I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do. There was a time when I wasn't even making good cupcakes according to the box, but now I am. So what would you say? Just, and he works in a line of business where he helps out people who, maybe they said, wow, I've got some mistakes I made in life. And so just one 30-second thing, what would you say?
Yeah, I mean, it's all part of the process, and I mean, all great successes come from many failures, so, you're not going to get it right all the time.
What are you trying to say? You said I failed today. No, I know he's not. He's not. I know that's so encouraging. So, you know what? It's been Cooking with Kimberly Ann. And I love you so much. So, until next time, we still give ourselves a high five. Because you know what? We tried our best. And it was tasty. But it looked awfully messy. Love you so much. Until next time. Bye. Oh my goodness.